more time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Reddit Kollywood podcast. In this week's episode, we browse through Dhanush's filmography and discuss his evolution from an actor to a filmmaker. Like many others, my introduction to Dhanush happened because Yuvan Shankar Raja had just released another banger of an album with Tuluvadu Ilamai. In 2003, Selvaraghavan and his younger brother hit Kollywood like a storm with Kadal Kondain. At a time when actors were expected to be heroes on screen, here was a kid in an oversized shirt and Buddhi Kannadi taking over the screen just by his acting chops. It did not take long before Kollywood knew a star was on the rise, with a blockbuster in Tirda Tirdi to quickly follow. After some forgettable outings and continued chartbusters, we got to see Dhanush, who was now 9 films in a cult classic and arguably the best outing of the Silva Dhanush Yuvan combo in Pudupettai, with the world now able to see what Dhanush the actor was capable of. The rise from here was pretty phenomenal, with Dhanush shining as an actor in his ventures with his brother and this new director on the rise, Vetri Maran. On the other hand, delivering hits with Thiruvilayadal Arambam, Yarinini Mohini, Padikadavan, and such. It was in the year 2012 where Dhanush visibly started getting into the other aspects of filmmaking, with Mona being his first as a producer, and very soon under his banner Wonderbar Productions, goes on to produce hits with Edirnichal, VIP, Nanum Raudidan, and the award-winning Kaka Muttai, Visarne, and more. 5 years after becoming a producer, in 2017, Dhanush adds another feather to his hat with his first directorial venture, Power Pandi, featuring Rajkiran, Revati, Prasanna, Madonna Sebastian, and Dhanush himself. Coming from the school of Selvaraghavan, it was evident that Dhanush, just like his elder brother, put the emotions of his characters on the forefront with brilliantly structured scenes to show the constant tussle with his son, his love for his grandchildren, and his desire to get back his lost freedom. The scenes, especially between Dhanush and Madonna Sebastian, and later between Rajkiran and Revati, were a pleasure to watch. Soon after, Dhanush followed up as a writer on the sequel to arguably his biggest hit of his career with VIP 2. The movie, with its lackluster writing and direction, a haphazard of sorts, ended up failing well short of expectations, even with characters who had become darlings to fans of the original movie. For the next few years, Dhanush as an actor got a chance to shine in Vetrimaran's Vadachane and Asuran, Mari Selvaraj's Karnan, Karthik's Jagame Tandiram, and worked as an actor on 2 Hollywood movies and started a new chapter with the hit Tiruchitrampalam. It was 2024 before Dhanush picked up the reins once again for his second directorial venture, Ryan. Being his 50th movie, Ryan built up to heavy expectations to its release, especially after a chartbuster of an album from A.R. Rahman. Unlike his other films, Ryan felt like a movie set in the world of his second guru, Vetrimaran. Personally, Ryan felt like a gripping tale for me for most parts. The writer and Dhanush holding the story together with interesting dynamics within the family and the rival gangs in the neighborhood, leading to a wonderfully choreographed intermission sequence bringing the worlds together. Dhanush reserved the best character of the movie for himself, a father figure to his family who was willing to go any stretch to keep them safe. Unfortunately, just like VIP 2, the writing fell off a cliff again, with characters acting in way which were not established, motivations which were not set, almost making it a loud and chaotic film. Quickly after, in early 2025, Dhanush came out with his next directorial, Nilavakari and Mele Ennadi Kobam, working with a crew of young actors. A stark contrast to Power Pandi and Ryan, Neek was a usual story of a boy and girl falling in love. But unlike his other movies, the Selva influence felt strong on this one, with Dhanush putting the core emotions of the characters in the forefront and letting the characters play and breathe in the backdrop. Where Dhanush and G.V. Prakash succeeded in Nick for me was being able to portray the inner thoughts of the characters in as little frames as possible. Be it Neela and Prabhu exchanging glances at the beach, or Prabhu's heart feeling gutted at seeing someone else hold his love, or be it the chemistry between Anjali and Prabhu. Unfortunately, for such strong emotions, the acting fell short and the movie ended up a bomb. Dhanush looks to be on a spree, with the director and him finding the work ethics to release three directorials within a year. Here, we have Idly Kadai coming out this week, which, from glances from the trailer, looks like a commercial potboiler of yet another story of corporate versus soul, something from the school of VIP. Will these idlis fulfill our hunger for an entertaining movie in a lackluster 2025? That only time will tell. Until then, here is us at the Reddit Kollywood podcast, signing off with hopes for a good movie to catch this coming Wednesday.